Hello Facebook. My name is Tammy and I am the owner of Atta Girl Photography. I am a South Texas wedding and senior photography who also loves shooting sports. Today I am going to talk to you about mastering your wedding day timeline. This is something that is extremely important in order for you to maximize the photographic opportunities that you will have with your photographer on your wedding day. Prior to your wedding and in the weeks leading up to your wedding, it may seem a little unnecessary to plan for every single minute of the day that your photographer is going to be at your wedding. But trust me when I say it is completely necessary. You want to have a very clear and ideal plan for your photographer to maximize every single second of the day. You are paying your photographer thousands of dollars. You want to make sure that every single minute that you've hired them is well spent, so that you can achieve two things. Number one, you want to make sure that you are going to get everything captured that you want captured. And number two, you want to make sure that you're going to be able to enjoy your wedding day. You don't want to be running around willy-nilly just snapping pictures of stuff. You don't want to not have a plan. Your wedding day is meant to be spent having fun with your wedding guests. It's not meant to be 45 minutes late to your own ceremony, and it's not meant to be spent hanging out with your photographer for 3.5 hours after your ceremony, taking pictures. So what you need to do is plan your day and have a clear and concise plan of what will happen before your wedding day ever gets here. Chances are that the plan will not go exactly according to your plan, but as long as you have a plan in place, it will be so much easier to make alternate plans around that and to have plan Bs in place should something go awry, because chances are it will. But you will still have an alternative way to still capture those moments and still to have a way to enjoy your wedding day with your guests. I'm going to post a link at the end of the comments to this video blog, so that if you're interested, I will send you a sample detailed timeline of what your wedding day timeline should look like. And again, it's going to account for every single minute of the day that your photographer is spending with you. I believe it's a sample 6-hour timeline. Most of my brides do purchase 8 hours of coverage, but this is a sample 6-hour timeline to give you a good start of what your wedding day should look like and all of the things that should be included in your timeline. But I'm going to give you some tips of how to go about creating your timeline so that you can master your wedding day timeline and make sure that you are able to, number one, get the images you want, and number two, enjoy your wedding day. So number one, always pad the items that are really important to you with extra minutes. So if it's really important to you to have a pre-ceremony first look and you think that's only going to take 10 minutes, give yourself 15. Always, always, always give extra time for hair and makeup. This always, for whatever reason, tends to go longer than expected. So if your hair and makeup artist suggests that she only needs 4 hours, give her 4.5 or 5 hours. At some point in the timeline, create a drop dead time to interject the bride into. The bride should be last, or have a drop dead time in there to insert her so that she's the freshest for the images. It's her day. She needs to go last so that she looks the best in the images. And again, pad that a little bit. If you aren't hiring a coordinator, appoint a very stern timeline manager to deal with vendors who are causing delays in the timeline. If you do get off track, be prepared to flop items and make other variations to get back on track. If you or the groom are taking family formals or creative images directly after the ceremony, I always advise my clients to get tucked away immediately, out of sight. Don't hang out somewhere after the ceremony where guests are going to also exit the ceremony site and be encouraged or allowed to talk to you. That's only going to allow for a gap in the timeline when people start to mingle with you. It's going to cause a drag in the timeline. So immediately after the ceremony, have a spot where you can go to get out of sight. Add every single detail into your timeline that any of your wedding day vendors may need to know, such as the processional order, first dance songs for your DJ, the title and the artist, who's walking into those so that they can have the right song playing and they can announce the right people with the song. Announcements that you need the officiant to make, such as meet us at the reception hall, dinner will be served at 6:30, all family members and bridal party, please remain here for family photos, etc. And last but not least, have as many copies of your wedding day timeline as possible on your wedding day and hand those out to anyone who will need to know the information on them. Your coordinator, your photographer, your DJ or band, your officiant, your caterer, your florist, your cake designer, anyone who is going to need to know where to put something, when to put something, or how much to put something of. I will post a link in the comments on this video letting you know where you can get that free sample of my 6-hour super detailed timeline. In the meantime, guys, be photographed. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to get your sample timeline. See you guys later. Bye-bye.